play. I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see
Good Sunday morning, Celebration Center. My name is Jason, and I am your host with the most this morning because you're all here in front of me. If you're online, please say hi in the chat and make your virtual presence known. And if you are in the room, please silence your cell phones, but feel free to leave them unlocked if you'd like to join the online chat. And I would like to mention that this amazing gathering is being recorded today and will be available on YouTube for future viewing if you'd like to watch again and revisit any of those aha moments that you have. And I know I usually have a bunch of those. We have a wonderful service planned for you as always, so let's take a quick moment to thank everyone who makes it possible. We have our talented Ivor and Aided in the tech booth. And our amazing music director, Lynn Hollyfield, who always ensures we have high vibrations ringing throughout the room. Our practitioner today is our very own Irina Kurasiewicz, and our guest speaker is the one and the only Nellie Lauth. And now I would like to welcome Lynn to the stage for our opening song.
Please join us in singing this beautiful song by Ricky Byers called We Let It Be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let it be. We let it be.
Good morning, my name is Irina Kurasiewicz and I'm a practitioner here at the center. Our belief, our faith, our philosophy is based on the conviction that prayer works. We live through prayer, we think through prayer, we dream through prayer. So with that, there are practitioners who are trained and certified to pray with other people. We actually don't believe that there is any wrong way to pray. But we have our way to pray, and we offer it. You can receive the prayers with practitioners several ways. You can fill in the green card that is You can find it on the table, or if you are watching us online, there is a QR code that you can scan and bless us with your prayer request. Practitioners will pray with you for a week. You also can ask practitioners for a 1-minute miracle after the service, so we have a special room for that. Today there is Jen, Ingi, Reverend Faith, and Pam. Lots of practitioners. And Nellie can bless you too, of course. So, and we're available for the practitioner sessions. So, and with that, I invite us to take a deep breath and let it go. We come to the sacred part of our service, where we go into the stillness, into the oneness, into our heartbeats, and then we will go into the prayer. So right now, I invite you to relax. Feel the support of your chair underneath you. Your feet are supported by the ground. Maybe if you're watching us from home, maybe you're laying on the floor. Feel that support. And just remember that this physical support is a sign of the divine support that is always there. And I invite you to exhale and release everything that was before this moment, this hour, this day. And now breathe in and fill yourself with the present moment, with gratitude that you are here, that you are the blessing to the world. And to celebrate our oneness, I invite us to take 3 deep, squared breaths together. So follow my voice. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. And now bring awareness to your heart area. Feel how breathing may expand it. And remember to breathe from your heart, sharing love and peace that each of us is. And continue to stay in this meditative state as I'm reading the passage from This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes, the founder of our philosophy. He says, "It is important that you maintain a strict censorship over your thinking. Just as you watch your garden that foreign seeds shall not fall into it, producing a growth of undesirable plants, so you must refuse entrance to any thoughts you do not wish to see manifested in your life. Guard well this garden in your mind. It is God's garden of your soul. It is your garden of Eden, wherein may grow your fondest desires and hopes, blossoming into fulfillment. Or, if you permit, the weeds of destruction, fear, and doubt will choke out the beauty of hope until despair alone remains. Watch carefully then this garden of your soul. Plant there only seeds of happiness, of joy, of peace, and of goodwill." And I invite you to pray with me as I recognize that the power of the universe that stands within and behind everything, and I call it God, I choose to call it God, And I know that God is the presence. It is the power, the magnificence of life. It is life itself. And I recognize God as love, as joy, as beauty, grace, bliss, harmony, wholeness, and peace. And I know that God is so much more. And I know if God is all there is nothing that separates me from God. And I am all that God is. I'm a perfect expression of the divine that is created by love and peace and harmony. And as I recognize my oneness with the divine, I know oneness of God for everyone who hears my words. I know that everyone is filled and free to express all the magnificence of the divine. I know that everyone is perfect, unique expression of the divine. Everyone is inseparable from God. There is no separation. There is only choice, free will. And today, I choose goodwill. I choose love. I choose to manifest peace and harmony. I choose peace. And as I choose peace, I know that peace is not the destination. Peace is the state of mind that I come from. And I find it within. To know peace for the world, to know harmony, to know wholeness, to know abundance and prosperity. And I am grateful. I am grateful to know and recognize the power of my prayer, the power of my word, as I know that my word is the spiritual truth of my being, of myself, and the God within me. And from deep, deep gratitude, I release my words into the law, knowing that my words are already in law, in the perfect law of God, and peace, joy, beauty, love is manifested for each and every one. And I simply let it be in gratitude, and so it is.
Share a beautiful song by Tom Prasado Rao called Out of the Darkness. One of these mornings, God, I swear, I'll wake up already there, out of the darkness, into the light. It's how I feel when all is wrong, even though I don't belong. Out of the darkness, into the light. Wasn't really born to run. That's just where I'm coming from. Out
of the darkness into the light. And when I lay me down to sleep, I pray, oh God, my soul to keep out of the darkness into the light. Out of the darkness, coming out of the darkness. I want to live like there's nothing to forgive, no one to betray, nothing left to pay. One of these mornings, God, I swear, I'll wake up already there, out of the darkness into the light, out of the darkness into the light, into the light, into the light, into the light, into the light.
All right, and at this time, it is my great privilege and pleasure to introduce, excuse me, our guest speaker, Nellie Lauth. Although I don't like to use the word guest because it feels like home when Nellie is in the room or is online with us. She exemplifies the pure definition of positive transmutation and inner peace. Her words and presence alone holds a very powerful and confident knowing of spirit and the one source of love that fuels the breath and the heartbeat. So please, join me in giving a very warm welcome to Nellie Lauth.
I love you.
All I got to say is, whoo! I mean, everyone take a nice deep breath. Wow. Have you noticed a lot of stuff's going on in the world? Are any of you sometimes overwhelmed by the news, by stories that are frightening, by people who are suffering, and that's just the people in your house? Or what's in the mirror? Have any of you had that trauma? My hope today is to help us find a pause, a way to let it be, a way to take a break from trying to fix everything, including yourself. So as you notice, the title of this talk is, It Is What It Is. And you guys still showed up. The title of the talk is, It Is What It Is. Yo, it is what it is. The leap of faith. Now that's a statement I hear a lot, right? People say it all the time. It is what it is. There's a lot of meanings to it. But my talk is based on an experience I had for 4 days when I spent time with my friend Rhonda. Rhonda has issues with memory, severe memory issues. Rhonda doesn't like the words that diagnose those problems. Rhonda has been an incredible advocate for marriage rights, for justice, for people with disabilities her whole life, but now her brain is broken. And so her wife was leaving town, and I got to just hang out with Rhonda, and we had this conversation maybe 5 times, We kept having the same conversations because she would forget we already had this conversation. We'd be sitting on the couch, or maybe we'd be sitting downstairs, and she'd say, you know, my brain doesn't work. I said, oh, I guess that's pretty hard. She goes, well, it is what it is. We had that conversation 5 times. You know, I used to do so much, and I was very social, and I was very active. Now, this was the time of the No Kings March. And I said to her on the phone, I'm coming to your house, there's going to be a protest. She goes, let's go. She didn't ask me what it was for. Because her whole life was about protests, speaking before Congress. She just was going to go to a protest. And so in her community where she lives, it was organized by former Homeland Security and military over on South Jefferson at Bailey's Crossroads. So we sat down again, and she goes, you know, I can't remember the things that I used to do. I don't even know what's wrong with the world. There's nothing I can do. It is what it is. And in those moments, there was this profound opening. We were totally present to each other. It is what it is can sound like a terribly defeated attitude. Oh, it is what it is. The world's going, you know, where in a handbasket. Or it can be, it is what it is. Nothing's wrong. But to really be present is to be, it is what it is. Because what happens? When I was with Rhonda those 5 times, I said to her, I know you won't remember this, but you are more present to me now than you ever were. And it's true, because she only can be present. And it is what it is was a way of stopping a reaction to everything that you perceive in the world. Do you understand? It's a way of stopping the reaction. Because there is so much happening that seems so threatening, you forget what is indestructible. That's what is. That's the it is what it is. See if you recognize these words. We must have a spiritual rebirth. We must be born out of the belief in externalities, external, into the belief of inner realities. Out of the belief that we are separated from God, into the belief that we are part of a unitary wholeness. Ernest Holmes. So what is it is what it is? I mean, really, isn't that a riot? Yo, it is what it is, dudes. Can be like a mantra. And this is how I experience it. When you say it is what it is, you're not pausing the remote. You're not in a movie theater. You're not in your man cave. You're not in front of the screen putting it on pause. Put it on mute. What does that mean? The action's still happening. All the stories, you're watching a Hallmark movie, you're watching science fiction, you're watching an action film, a violent film, but with no sound. You disconnect from the externalities. I can't say the word, externalities. Yeah, thank you. Mute. We'd use a lot of words here. Words, and sometimes you gotta stop with the words already. You know, oy vey, everybody's coming at us with words because we're trying so hard to say the words right, and if you say the wrong word, we're gonna knock you right off your feet. No, you want to take a breath and say it is what it is. And put everything on mute for a moment. And this is what it's like. It's like a meditation I had many years ago. About 30, 40 years ago, I had this meditation. And in the meditation, I stood up and I looked at the whole world and my family and my spiritual teachers. And, I said, all right, I'm done. I did everything you told me to do. I put on the physical body. I liked it and hated it at the same time. It was always love-hate relationship. I put on all the fears of the world and trying so hard to avoid this and do right and don't do bad. And I did all of that and I'm exhausted and I'm done. I remember this because when I stood up, I experienced a shot of light. The body of Nellie disappeared, and I became an obelisk like the Washington Monument, a very good symbol, but of light. I reached from far into the ground of this planet and the universe, and I went far beyond the atmosphere. And then I looked around the planet and there were lights shooting up all over this planet. And we were creating a geodesic dome of light that surrounded the planet. That experience is what happens when I experience mute. It is what it is. What does that have to do with the leap of faith? As a mantra, it is what it is. You just stop with reacting to the words, the perceptions, the form, the fear, all the interpretations. We just pause. You can still see everything happening. And there's another voice you'll hear. And it's a voice that's very still. And it says, you and I are still one. You and I are still one. We are the same. That is the voice speaking to every being on this side or that side of the aisle. And there's a quiet in the theater, and all the action's still happening. And the faith is that obelisk of light, your true nature. It is strengthened, reinforced, it's remembered. And the voice says, you've got this. You can look out into the world, and no matter what is happening, you can see I'm still there. I'm the background, I am the foreground, I am the ground, I am the sky. And you can take a breath, and in that moment, there is this sense of what I call conviction. It is what it is. You can't go back to 2020 or 2024 or 2016. Some of us, you can't go back to the 1940s and 50s. You can't go back to that old relationship and say what you should have said then 40 years ago, 10 years ago, yesterday. You don't have to put the pause because the action's going to go on. Whatever you think's happening, let it just unravel like you're watching a movie. But put the mute on. It is what it is a reminder that you're on the edge all the time. Haven't you been feeling a little on the edge? Have you gone outside and not felt the humidity? I don't normally look like this. I look much better. It's the humidity that did this. I hate it. I walk at 6 o'clock in the morning. I go about 5-6 miles. I was telling Ivor, my knees are killing me. And I have to go really early because by 9 o'clock, I'm walking in an oven. It is what it is. I can't undo everything that you think has been done in this moment, but I can mute it. Mute the noise, the sounds, the words, and then gather myself within myself, as Ernest Holmes says, the internal oneness. So my meditation is actually going to be now, where we're going to practice this. And I'm going to do the meditation now and then speak a few moments afterwards. And it's a chant that I've done with you before. In the chant, you've heard me say, in the silence where we meet, I will lay myself at your feet, and you remind me I am complete. You are already complete. Surgery or not, you're still complete. Long life, short life, you're complete. Israeli, Palestinian, Russian, you are complete. And we are complete in you. And when I say I will lay myself at your feet and you remind me I am complete, just be in that. Mute. Let it be an experience. And then I'll bring us out with the words when I open my eyes again. So take a deep breath and find the place where it is what it is, helps you let go of any niggling scraps of paper of fear or doubt or concern for Nicole's diagnosis, for Amy's friend who was saved from a drowning, for Karen's lungs, for Sandy, for Ed Preston. We just breathe into the words. It is what it is, not as a defeat or denial, but as a way to move into presence. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me now? I feel so small, but my heart's so big in the silence where we meet. I will lay my life at your feet, that you remind me I am complete. I open my eyes again. When I open my eyes again, when I open my eyes again, may I see your eyes in the eyes that look back at me. This is my prayer. Amen. It is what it is. There's a million voices pointing to all those externalities and telling you why you should be afraid and what they did. And all we do each time we come is hear the same message in different words, through different people, through different paths, and through different traditions. It's this singular voice, this singular mind that says, don't worry, I've got this. And the leap of faith is right now. I want you to imagine all those who you think are evil or bad or wrong and see in them the same light. They need to be remembered in light more than anyone. And remember all those and all the fears you have. Like I sang it to my knee, my left knee. It is what it is. It's just the beginning of the practice of mute. That you take a leap of faith and say, I've got this. I'm glad to be alive right now. Because you're a gift that brings light. I'm going to close with a beautiful poem by William Butler Yeats. We can make our minds so like still water that beings gather about us to see their own images and so live for a moment with a clearer, perhaps even a fiercer life because of our silence. Take a breath. It is what it is not unlike saying, I am that I am. It's not unlike saying, let it be. And that leads us to a wonderful song that segues, I hope, this message. In practice, it is what it is. When you find yourself reacting to any story, diagnosis, situation, start with it is what it is, and you'll know what to say or what to do.
Okay, please sing with us. We're going to do the Beatles song, Let It Be.
Myself in times of trouble, Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she's standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Broken-hearted people living in the world agree. There will be an answer, let it be. But though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see.
There'll be an answer.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
Yeah, let it be.
Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
When the night
When the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I'll wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Wow. That was incredible. Thank you so much, Lynn, Jen, Brent, and Nellie. And I just want to say thank you, Nellie. You know, I grew up hearing the term or the phrase, it is what it is, a lot, and it felt like almost kind of a defeat, but I really, now moving forward, I'm going to take that, reclaim it, turn it into something positive. So thank you, Nellie. And at this time, I would like to ask if anyone is here for the first time. You know, if you're comfortable, we would love to get to know you. So please stand up, tell us your name, how you got here, and or if you're online, please let us know in the chat and shout yourselves out.
Hello, I'm Liliana. I came here to visit Jay from Massachusetts. We've been friends since kindergarten, so wanted to come to the service and see him host, and it's been amazing so far. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Yeah, I got my hometown friend in. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Lynn Hollyfield. I am relationship counselor, and I used to go to Unitarian Church, Mount High Church in Denver, and then in Orange County, and I miraculously found you despite of a little bit misleading signs. Yeah, but I'm very glad, and I really enjoyed the musical part because I was a music teacher in the past, so that was a great song and a great message, of course. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Love to hear it. And we love having new faces in the room. So thank you for taking time out of your Sunday to come and be in our service today. And, you know, here at the Celebration Center, we're all about forming meaningful and long-lasting relationships. So if you would like, you can fill out a guest card, which is located on the table to your left, and you can drop your email, and that way you can get sent our newsletter and stay up to date on any of the events that we have coming up. And if you appreciate the use of technology, you can also do this with our QR code as well through our website. And at this time in the service, I would like for all of us to become aware of our center's position in the law of circulation. We are a tithing community and rely on the tithes and gifts from our congregation. But with that being said, please know that your presence as well as the time, talent, and love that you share with this community are the greatest gifts of all. And we are so grateful. But nonetheless, there are several ways that you can give. So if you're in person, you can feel free to drop your donation in the basket on the table to your left. Or if you'd like to go online, you can scan this QR code and visit celebrationcenter.org and use the give button there to do some online transactions. Or if you'd like to snail mail it, you can also find our address at celebrationcenter.org and mail in any donations there. But now I would like to welcome Irina to bless our gifts and offerings.
And it is my honor and my privilege to know that God is abundance, that God is prosperity. And as I recognize oneness of everyone with a divine power that I call God, I know abundance, I know prosperity for everyone. And I know that the Celebration Center is perfect manifestation of the abundant world that we live in. And I know generosity, prosperity, and bliss for everyone who give and receive from the Celebration Center. I know the abundance of talents, the abundance of ideas, the abundance of joy that come here in so many different shapes and forms. So I recognize that I am blessed, and the Celebration Center is blessed as well. And in deep gratitude, I let this generosity flow and be, and so it is.
All right, now I would like to move over to our announcements, and we have some fun and exciting things on the horizon. But first, the Celebration Center did decide to give some of their tithes to the Ukrainian practitioners, and we actually do have some good news. Our donation was actually matched by another center in California, and which is just pure proof and testament that our blessings multiply as we share them. And yeah, let's clap for that. That's really good news. Really good news. And so we do have a message from the Ukraine practitioners, which I will share now. My dear friends in spirit, we have received the funds you sent and would like to express our heartfelt gratitude. In this difficult time, your support is a ray of light and love and an action of spiritual generosity, and we send you our blessings. So it's very, very nice to hear back from them, and amazing news to see that our donation was matched. And now moving on to some events that we have. So our save the date for our 40th birthday party for the center has officially been designated on October 25th in the afternoon. This is going to be a really great event, so definitely try to make it out. If you'd like to help plan, please talk to Joyce, Ingy, or myself, and we would love to coordinate with you. This is going to be a really good event, so make sure you are marking your calendars. That's a very amazing milestone. And today, we actually do have a double whammy. So we have our social hour, which is an ice cream social. And so I hope you brought your favorite topping. And we also do have our community sing-along. So we're going to be singing, screaming for ice cream. It's going to be really good. And next Sunday, we have our Let's Talk About God discussion group. And with that, and that's going to be occurring after the service as well, just for everyone's awareness. But now, I would like... Oh, and next week we have Reverend Ray coming to speak, another one of our favorites, so definitely please try to make it out. And with that, I'd like to welcome Lynn back for our closing song.
All right, and big thanks to Jen Fay joining me today and Brent Mast on percussion. Okay, if you're able and you feel like standing for this last song, the lyrics are going to come up on the screen. We're going to do Daniel Nahmad's My Soul is Welcome Here. So please sing along. Okay.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. My soul is
is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Ooh, sha-la-la. Ooh, sha-la-la. Ooh, sha-la-la. Ooh, sha-la-la. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome here.
All right, and I invite you to stay standing up for our closing affirmation and repeat after me. I am open at the top. I am loved. I am powerful. I am limitless. I am. I am. I am. And so it is.